having a little bit of trouble with this gauge, and at first I thought it was actually the regulator. Symptoms are runs fine, the pressure is correct right where I set it. You run the Jeep for a while and pretty soon this gauge is down to zero. It's like pegged at zero. And so you would turn the regulator and get it back up to 2.5 and it'd be fine. And then next time you go to use a Jeep, it's sitting like around 4.5, 5. So you turn the regulator down and repeat the whole process. So I thought that this regulator was giving me fits, but I'm second guessing that. I kind of suspect it's the gauge, it's oil filled. I think this oil filled gauge is getting warm and reading incorrect. So to test that out, I got a cheaper one that is not oil filled. We're gonna swap these out and see how it does. But my guess is I think that's the issue. Let's find out if a cheaper gauge is actually better under this engine bay than the oil filled. New gauge is in, pump's running, no leaks. So we'll just give it some time here. We'll got a couple more little things to do, modifications to make that we've discovered driving this thing. And then I'll have Macy spend some time in the field again and we'll see how she does. When doing a Jeep build, you always have issues that come up. And so that's the reason we have been spending so much time and focusing on getting this thing just to run well. And yeah, we put the roll cage in and stuff like that, but we're spending a lot of time on just making it reliable. And we have a few things come up already. One is we appear to be having a fuel pressure issue, which I've already shown you guys a little bit of that. Another one is it's running on the warm side. It's not hot, it's not overheating, but it's kind of getting there. So if you notice, there's no shroud. We have a clutch fan, don't even know if that works. And we have a big gap here. So I'll probably do something in this area to help it run a little cooler. And then we had a funny issue come up that Macy spotted. You guys know that we did this cover, and then we took it out and we rallied it, and we get back and Macy noticed that. So when you shut the hood, that does not contact the air cleaner. There's room there when we did the carburetor conversion. So what I think is going on is I think these things are shot. I think we need to replace our motor mouse. When we're out there bombing around in the backyard, this motor's bouncing up and down and denting the bottom of the hood. So we'll address that and see what we can do. So yeah, this is one of those extra fancy, two-piece motor mounts. You gotta pay extra for that. But yeah, that engine was definitely not staying put. Had to pull the smog pump out, which I want to do anyways, but that's great. It's out of the way now. And take a look at this. As much as people hate on these Jeeps with these engines, once you get all the smog stuff out of it, there's a ton of room down here. I mean, look how easy it is to get to these motor mounts and swap them out. They just fall right in and out. The bolts go right in and out. There's all kinds of room in here. Go to the other side, and that has become a great storage tray for my tools right here. And it's just super easy to get to all the spark plugs. There's no sensors, crank sensors, cam sensors, all hiding back there in the bell housing you can't get to. This thing's straightforward and just really easy to work on. It has got to be the easiest to work on Jeep I've had since my 1955 CJ5. This is easier than an XJ with a 4-cylinder. With the new motor mounts in, the engine actually sits up higher, which no surprise there, I guess, but now we really need to cut a hole in the hood. Safety first, or at least second. There we go. Now we're talking. This is old school. I said one of the first videos that we were gonna go old school on this thing, and we are. I went on Amazon and spent $16 of the budget for something special to go right there. Washing this thing and I keep finding it all dusty and dirty. from the kids having too much fun. So right now, I'm just letting the kids drive it as much as we can for a couple reasons. One, I want to work out all the bugs, and the more we drive it, the more we'll find that's wrong, and the better chance we'll have of getting things fixed before the competition. Also, once we start this axle swap, it's going to be out of commission for a while, and I just want them to have fun and enjoy it. It's good practice for them, and it's just good fun. Right now, it's really not much more than just a big go-kart for the kids.
Holy geez, kid, what happened to you?
I got in a Jeep with Macy.
Wow, that's awesome.
Hi, and this is my hair.
Yeah, and that's what you get.
Couple of updates. As you can see, we have a new clutch fan. Look at that. Way better. The last one would just spin and spin and spin. So I think that is going to help. Well, I know it's going to help with the cooling. I don't know if it's going to fix everything totally, but definitely an improvement. We'll see how that does before I do any other modifications. And then I have something else kind of cool to show you. Okay, for those of you born between 1970 and 1990, that right there, that's what makes your car go fast.